Capcom is bringing Mega Man back in a brand new package called Mega Man Legacy Collection, and I believe that this may have been some kind of a personal attack on Keiji Inafune and Mighty Number 9, which was supposed to be out around this time, but of course has been famously delayed. That doesn't matter. What'd you think of playing through the first 6 Mega Man games from the old NES days again on this collection?
Well, this is $15 approximately, give or take a couple dollars each way or that way. You get all 6 games. And the thing that I like about this is it really is a celebration of Mega Man in its 8-bit glory days.
It's all 8-bit stuff.
All 8-bit stuff, and you can actually stretch it out to fill your big screen television, which obviously we didn't have back in the late 80s and early 90s when Mega Man reigned supreme. I was never a huge Mega Man fan. These are some of the hardest, most challenging video games ever created.
What's amazing to me when you play through each of these games is that Digital Eclipse, who handled the development, did a great job of porting all of the artifacts, all of the problems and blemishes of the old 8-bit NES games to our brand new machines. We played it on the Xbox One. When you play Mega Man 3, you can see that the NES was struggling to keep up with the imagination of the developers, and then magically, when you get into 4, 5, and 6, it feels like, whoa, it's almost flipped into 16-bit quality.
They found their groove again, definitely. I love how bright these games are. I love how dynamic these games are. I mean, this is a rich gaming experience, even if you're not a huge Mega Man fan. I feel like everybody needs to own these games. I feel like everybody needs to put themselves through the torture that is. It is a gauntlet, really, getting from one end to the other. It is far, far from easy. It's extremely challenging. But I feel like there's so much personal satisfaction that you get. I think everybody has to go through it.
Dude, when you kill any one of these bosses, you feel like a superstar. And because there's so much trial and error and so many restarts in this thing, you have a tremendous amount of gameplay in here. But Digital Eclipse also threw in a bit of a museum in there, so you can see all the old production artwork and the concept art.
It's so detailed, and all the scans they use to show the art from its earliest days. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. And there's also a challenge mode in there, which has an altering adaptive challenge scale that changes difficulty as you work your way through, and it remixes all the games and makes them exciting again. My big quandary here, and I'm sure you have it too, is that I already own all of these Mega Man games. I've owned them for ages. Yeah, they're everywhere. They're on every platform I already have. This is a terrific port of all classic games, but I already own like 9 copies of all 6 games already, even though there are some bonuses here, like the museum and like the challenge.
And that explains the relatively low price point. That's pretty incredible. And with lots of extra material and lots of extra love and attention to detail, I absolutely think the price is definitely worth it. It's good value, and
I feel like at this point they should be free, though.
Yeah, but these are fun to. I'm looking how much fun we had revisiting these things.
I did, but I kept thinking, I know I already own these games somewhere in my collection. They're in there multiple times, and now I bought it again. And one of the things I like is the video screen, the way you can adjust it to give it a flicker, just like TVs and monitors used to have 30 years ago.
You can also put hideous wings on there, some graphic art from the Mega Man concept stuff, and stick that up. And then you'll have your gameplay in the middle of all that. It looks terrible. I couldn't. It was so abominable.
I love this character still. I love Keiji Inafune. I feel like this is such an important moment, not only for Capcom, not only for video game characters, but for video games in general. I mean, this is part of our history, and if you've never been through the gauntlet, the Mega Man gauntlet, this is a fine way to go.
I love this thing. Gets a 9 out of 10 for me.
I love it too, but I own too many copies of it. Gets a 7 from me.
Okay.